Hey everyone! When I was reading From Tree to Baseball Bat, I noticed there were lots of steps and stages. And it's easy to get lots of details like that mixed up. So, one of the tricks and tools that good authors and good readers use are time order words. Words that give you a clue about where steps are in relation to each other. Let me show you what I mean. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that when you're first starting off, the words that most authors are going to use are things like at first or in the beginning, right? Or to start with. Sometimes they might even tell you what happens before that first step. They might say, in the past or earlier. So if you see those sorts of words, they're there to help you understand the sequence of events and how they relate to each other. Here are some words that come next. Sometimes you'll say after that, or after a while, or soon, or right after, or then, right? Those are some of the most frequently used words to tell you what's coming next. Here are some words that will tell you you're getting toward the end of a sequence. You might say, eventually, or finally, in the end, last of all. So those sorts of words are going to help a reader know whatever you're going to show them next, whatever you're going to show them is going to be the last item. And then sometimes comes into play if there are variations in this sequence. So sometimes one thing happens, other times another thing might happen. So you might say rarely the bumblebee might go to North Dakota or something. Usually they come to Minnesota, but some of the time they go other places. So as you're talking about sequences, look for these time order words. They're going to help you understand a series of steps. Now you could imagine me using those words as I say, first, the trees are grown in the forest. Next, they're cut down when they reach the age of 40 years old. After that, they're sent, right? So you could imagine me using those time order words. Let's look for one in the story, and then I'm going to put you to work using some too. It all starts, aha, right? It's telling me that's how it starts. Ashwood is strong and light. The trees grow tall. When the trees are 40 years old, they're cut down and sold. So when they say 40 years, you know that some years have gone by. There, the bark is trimmed away. Next, the wood is cut into long cylinders. So as you're moving through the paragraph, it's helping you understand that first they're in the forest, then they're cut down, next they're at the sawmill. You see how it's kind of bouncing along, explaining the steps using these time or order words. Oops. We use these time order words when we're writing in our journals, right? To help us tell stories. So what I'm going to have you do today is I'm going to have you watch a video about a seed growing. Pay attention to what happens at the beginning, what happens kind of in the middle, and what happens at the end of the sequence. Then what I would like you to do is use these picture cards to retell that story. But to make your retelling more interesting and easier for me to understand, I would like you to use some of these words down at the bottom. These are time order words. You're going to just drag them up and put them on top of the pictures. When you're all done, hit the microphone and retell the story from beginning to end using the pictures and these time order words. It's going to be fun. If you need to watch the video 2 times, go ahead and do it. Thanks, everybody.